What's up, y'all? We are about to get into Black AF History, the Unwhitewashed Story of America by Michael Harriot. And I'm just going to be going over some things that just really stood out to me so far. And all I've read so far is just the introduction. I got this book from Black and Nobel in Philly on South Street. Shout out to Black and Nobel. I'm just going to be reading stuff I've highlighted. I remember when I discovered America. I feel like that was just such a strong point because, of course, as Black Americans, we a lot of us are born here, but everyone also remembers the day that you really discovered what America was, that it wasn't the lies that they've been selling us, right? After the Egyptian and Indian, the Greek and Roman, the Teuton and Mongolian, the Negro is a sort of seventh son born with a veil and gifted with second sight in this American world, a world which yields him no self consciousness, but only lets him see himself through the revelation of the other world. It is a particular sensation, this double consciousness, this sense of always looking at oneself through the eyes of others, of measuring one's soul by the tape of a world that looks on in amused contempt and pity. One feels his two-ness, an American, a Negro, two souls, two thoughts, two unreconciled strivings, two warring ideals in one dark body, whose whose dogged strength alone keeps it from being torn asunder. The history of the American Negro is the history of this strife, this longing to attain self-conscious manhood, to merge his double self into a better and truer self. In this merging, he wishes neither of the older selves to be lost. Deep, so deep. How does it feel to be a problem? That one just really stood out to me because I do feel like as a queer Black woman, I am the problem in every room, if you get what I'm saying. And unfortunately, you're kind of forced to assimilate to survive and only show people pieces of yourself so that you can remain safe and have employment and have the things that you want. It is a fantasy where Christopher Columbus discovered a land that he never set foot in. It is the story of slaves who spontaneously teleported themselves here with nothing but strong backs and a brain full of Negro spirituals. And it is a history predicated on lies. History can never be objective or unbiased because no matter how hard the storytellers may try, the perception of reality prejudices all stories. The academic field of history is dominated by white men, handicapped by the inability to see whiteness's impact on America's biography. But it isn't simply a counterfeit version of history. It is a fable that erases the reflection of an entire people to ensure that the mythology of the heroes lives happily ever after. And that's their heroes, right? I mean, it's happening right in front of our eyes. Like they're literally tearing down the stories of the civil rights movement, stories of slavery. They're taking it out of the history books. Like they're literally just erasing things that happened to try to shine a better light on white people and whiteness. A few of us, however, will have lived a life so notable that a white man might deem it worthy of bending his opposable thumbs to register our existence into posterity. American history is white history, but this history is Black AF. And that was the introduction. So far, 10 out of 10. I want more as a reader. Like, I'm excited to continue reading and sharing with y'all my thoughts and my little cliff notes. But for that to just be the introduction, I'm gagged.